Hey everyone, welcome back to Financial Futures. Just when you thought the era of stimulus checks was over, renewed calls for another round of direct payments to Americans are growing louder. But this time, the proposed relief wouldn't be broad. Instead, it would target a very specific group: low-income seniors who rely on Social Security benefits to make ends meet. In this video, we'll dive deep into all the key details surrounding this potential fourth stimulus check, including eligibility criteria, potential arrival dates, funding sources, and much more. So, let's get started. Soaring inflation has hit retirees on fixed incomes especially hard. While Social Security benefits did increase by 8.7% in 2023 due to the annual cost of living adjustment, COLA, critics argue that this spike still hasn't been enough to allow millions of elderly Americans to keep up with rising prices on essential goods and services. As a result, there's a renewed push for a one-time $1,400 stimulus payment exclusively for lower-income Social Security recipients. Who would qualify for this $1,400 senior stimulus check? Current plans call for the direct payment to go only to recipients of Social Security benefits who meet specific criteria, must be at least 62 years of age or older in 2023. Must have an individual annual income below $38,000 or $100,000 for couples filing jointly. Must have collected Social Security benefits in 2022. As of March 2024, the $1,400 stimulus check proposal has been folded into a larger piece of legislation known as the Affordable Life for Elderly (AL) Act. If the Senate were to approve the bill by early May 2024, the first senior stimulus checks could potentially start going out by late June at the earliest. Realistically, though, payments may not start being dispersed until August or September due to the process of vetting eligibility for some 25 million recipients. To cover these costs, the Biden administration has proposed diverting a portion of money originally allocated for the stalled student loan forgiveness program. This redirection of funds could potentially cover the entire $35 billion price tag for the senior stimulus payments without adding anything to the federal deficit. If authorized, the IRS would send out the $1,400 stimulus checks automatically to all eligible seniors. No application or extra steps would be required on the recipient's part. The payments would likely be rolled out in batches based on recipient birthdays or Social Security numbers, similar to previous stimulus checks distribution methods. Despite the potential benefits, the senior stimulus check proposal has drawn skepticism and pushback from several angles. Critics have raised concerns about the potential impact on inflation, debates over eligibility criteria and income thresholds, funding disagreements and opposition to repurposing funds originally allocated for other programs. In conclusion, the proposed $1,400 senior stimulus checks represent a targeted effort to provide much-needed financial relief to low-income Social Security recipients amid soaring inflation and rising costs of living. While the proposal faces challenges and uncertainties, it underscores the ongoing debate over how best to address economic hardship among vulnerable populations, particularly during times of economic turbulence. Let's jump into our next topic. We'll be diving into the latest news on EBT, including some exciting expansions and potential changes. From monthly benefits to state-specific updates and scam alerts, we've got it all. So, if you're ready to stay informed on what's happening in the world of EBT, you've come to the right place. Let's dive in. First up, let's talk about the EBT expansion that could provide a monthly benefit of $175. That's extra money that could make a big difference for many families. We'll also discuss states that could potentially lose their SNAP benefits, summer EBT programs, and much more. Now, let's get into the latest updates on EBT. We'll start by discussing the potential return of the $300 monthly child tax credit payments. Biden's new proposal aims to offer these payments monthly instead of as a lump sum at the end of the year, providing families with much-needed support when they need it most. Next, we'll delve into a new proposal in Minnesota and other states to expand the SNAP program to cover medical expenses. This bill would establish a SNAP medicine program, providing a monthly benefit of $175 in addition to assisting participants with medical or behavioral health assessments. To be eligible for the SNAP medicine program, participants would need to meet certain criteria, including being between the ages of 18 and 54 and already enrolled in state-funded medical assistance programs. The program aims to address the crisis created by a statewide labor shortage in mental health and healthcare providers. On the flip side, we'll discuss potential SNAP changes in states like Kentucky, Maryland, Nebraska, and West Virginia. These states are considering measures such as lowering income thresholds, introducing asset testing, and mandating participation in work and training programs for able-bodied recipients. But it's not all bad news. We'll also highlight some positive initiatives, like the Kids Summer Food Program in Missouri and the Sunbucks Food Program in North Carolina. These programs aim to ensure that lower-income families have enough to eat during the summer months when school is out. Before we wrap up, a quick word of warning about a scam targeting SNAP recipients in Pennsylvania. Officials are warning residents about a scam on social media that directs people to a fake website asking for personal information in exchange for emergency SNAP benefits. Remember, DHS will never ask for your personal information online, so stay vigilant and report any suspicious activity. Well, folks, that's all for today's video. I hope you found this update on EBT informative and helpful. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest news and tips on financial futures.